God knew that. So, in natural God fashion, doing what he loves to do best, he provided. Day three, baby. We're making a video for one of the places I work at. I'm involved with being a part of and producing this podcast, and I wanted to start a new season, and I think this is the way to go because we were just kind of interviewing people, but like I'm starting to like actually I was like, wait, I have so much better conversations with like my closest friends than I do with like people I don't know that well. And so I was like, well, why don't I just like put my closest friends on the podcast? So we're making a promo video. I've already filmed like 6 of the podcasts, but I was blown away by this video by this creator Gawx, GAWX. And so I'll put his video in the description. But this actually like made me like like I had never reacted once I saw this kind of reveal at the end.
Staring at the landscape for what felt like an eternity.
So I want to do again like I think I have to get over the idea of like, oh, like I have to be original. Like it doesn't always like I have to start by, and again, if this is primarily learning, I just have to start with technique. So it's like, okay, I've got the FX30. This is gonna happen, and I want to start with this mirror. I think this is going to be a really interesting shot. It's actually good for me to see right now. It has the light. So we're going to go through the entire thing. I'm going to start with just a script. I kind of have how it's going to be played out, but it's going to be vertical and it's going to be like 1 minute, probably like 59 seconds. Okay, this is what I have so far. I am a huge notes guy. You're looking at like over 700,000 words right there. But I'll probably time lapse this, but I'm just gonna kind of draft out what this 59 seconds is. And I'm gonna try to like storyboard it a bit more, which is, different, but to give you an idea, I'm actually gonna use that same music and I'm going to kind of record the voice, sync it up with like the pauses and such in the music. So I'll go through that process, and then the filming is actually going to be last, which I kind of get the intonation that that's the correct way to go about it, but we're just going to try it out. Okay, so I finished the script. I'm afraid that it's too many words, but again, this is breaking the fourth wall. We'll figure it out. We'll see how it works with the music because I don't want to have the music be just in the background. I kind of want to talk and have a conversation with the music, which is a strange concept, but I actually think it'll make sense based off of the Gawx. So I thought I was going to storyboard at this. I've never storyboarded before. It's kind of playing out in my head, but I realized that that's probably not concrete enough. But I think I'm going to wait until I get the audio set. So like I know that like that mirror and like I'll show it basically, but there's going to be a way that mirror takes part of it. I think that crucifix is going to take part of it because that's just cool imagery among other things, and I think it's a great reference to the God part of it. So I might set up the mirror close to that. Then I think this is awesome. I set this up. This is kind of a man cave gym from my high school actually. So that's the script. I think we're gonna record the audio and then we're going to see what happens. I wasn't meant to do life alone. Yeah, reach deep into my vocal cords. I wasn't meant to do life alone. God knew that. So, in natural God fashion, doing what he loves to do best, he provided. These are the people that help show me God. These are the people that help show me God. The conversations I've had the conversations I've had with them have been some of the most treasured minutes of my walk on earth. But if I were to hoard these treasures for myself, what does that make me? So I reached out, asking each person if we could talk about what interests them the most. And that brings us here. Okay, that actually, first run, minute 20. That's not bad, not bad. All right, here's the video we're dealing with. I mean, it's a deep cut. I mean, not that Vivaldi's unknown, but I would know nothing about this. 8 million views though, so some people might know about it. But again, I'm excited. This is it fits kind of the artistic vision where it's not the trending audio. It's this very, very cinematic, dark thing. All right, time to pop them in. Here is the song. Actually, wait. Whoops. All right. Again, this is part of me learning. I actually don't know how to it seems like Final Cut just makes this kind of automatic, but I don't know. I'll just kind of throw in a filler there. Oh, but yeah, you're right. I always get afraid that it's going to delete the music, but I think we'll be able to figure out a way around it. But all right, here's Vivaldi, and here is my voice memo. Time to start cutting it up, see what we get. Okay, I'm done cutting it up. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Pretty clunky, just kind of cutting stuff up in volumes, but maybe that's how it goes. I didn't really know how to do this because usually I start with the video, so I just put this transition in and then just all of this filler. But I'm thinking now I'll probably export the audio of this and then start to kind of put the shots together. But here's kind of the beginning. I imagine how it going. I wasn't meant to do life alone. I think that audio or that dialogue's probably a little too loud. God knew that. So in natural God fashion, doing what he loves to do best, -1. He provided. 2. Okay. These are the people that help show me God. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna redo that line. The conversations I've had with them have been some of the most treasured minutes of my walk on earth. Mr. Shaky. But if I were to hoard these treasures for myself, what does that I think I got the idea of dialogue between my dialogue and the song down well. So we're gonna work on that and start to get the shots now. Okay, just to talk through this, I'm trying to figure out how to, because I'm recording vertical video, and then I'm oh, my tripod has this option to mount it sideways, but then it got top heavy. I didn't like it. I ended up just screwing it into the side of the camera rig or the cage, and it worked a lot better. And then I was wait, that position's not even good. So then I moved to the final location, still setting up the shot. What was weird, kind of behind the scenes, I actually couldn't see myself in the mirror. I mean, I don't know, mirrors and angles of light reflecting just is always going to confuse my mind a ton. All right, I'm gonna try to do a mask shot of me working out. Okay, I got it vertical. I don't know why. I just thought I wasn't filming vertical. We'll see how it works out. I might end up just using one of them, but it would be really cool. I'm thinking push-ups with dumbbells here, pull-ups, and then just kind of being not goofy, but I'll figure that out. Okay. It was really hard because I was filming vertical, so I really did not have much real estate to work with. So I had to be really careful. And as you'll see, even being careful, there was a couple of times where I kind of crossed over domains, but it was cool. It worked out. I mean, you'll see the shot was awesome. This is my first time ever doing anything like this, but it was really just trial and error. And I was checking the footage on my camera, and I was those push-ups are probably going to cross into my feet. So then I assume I'm off camera right now. I think I'm kind of, yeah, shifting or gearing up. Yep. Okay, there we go. It was like, okay, just kind of a backup push-ups, a little bit off to an angle, and then I ends up working out. Okay, just did a whole workout with that, but I think I would keep filming the clips. I don't actually think there's too many more clips I need to film. I think I'll use more like footage from my friends, but yeah, like I really want to see if that match cut will work out. So I'm probably gonna like edit both the clips in, and then just see how we're doing. Again, it could fail, but I think it will be good. All right, we've got this so far. I wasn't meant to do life alone. Now I have the 3 clips here. So I'm hoping that the match cut will work out. Please. It's actually working. Like, I don't know. It feels good. I mean, I should have expected it to work, but it's like the same thing when I always use recipes. It's like there's some, I don't know, inner expectation that it's like things aren't going to go well, but let me just show you what we got. I'm very excited about this. I wasn't meant to do life alone. God knew that. So in natural God fashion, doing what he loves to do best, he provided. And now I gotta find clips of friends, which is a good time. I mean, like, there's a little bit, like, you know, only you get to know the secret, but yeah, like, I tried to really put myself doing the push-ups in the corner as much as possible, but there was still a little bit of cutoff. But the feathering there, I mean, it's not like this hard line, which is helpful. It's weird. You almost can like imagine the silhouette of like the shoe there. It's weird. And then I don't know why, but I couldn't figure out how to like just have it mask off the screen, or like to draw the mask around the screen. So I still had to draw like a closed kind of figure, but then yeah, so there's some pixels in the end, but I really think it's so unnoticeable. It actually doesn't bother me, even though things like that would normally bother me. Quick update, it's fairly later. This stuff takes a while. Ran into some storage issues. Basically, my computer ran out of storage, so I had to transfer like a bunch of other stuff in the making onto external drive. Waiting to export this podcast with my sister. But it's going really well. I'm super happy with how it's going. I think we're almost there. I don't know if I'm gonna have to film more stuff, maybe just 1 or 2 more shots. So I was actually happy with like how much footage just of other stuff that I had. Here's one of the clips. It wasn't the final one, but you see me trying to hide behind the computer screen. You know, a simple shot, but you actually have to think about like, okay, how am I gonna close the laptop without just pushing it forward and get out of the way? So trying to figure that out. That was not it, but we get there. We are done. That was exhilarating. That was a wild ride. This was one of those experiences that makes me forget to eat until 5 p.m. Like I literally did not eat anything until 5 p.m. today. Like I said, there was a time where I ran out of storage on like my 500 gigabyte computer, had to transfer everything. There was a time in which my editing software crashed, and I actually thought I lost everything like right at the end, but it really like, this is the best process when all I started with was the idea of the song and that first shot with the mirror. But then like how everything came together, it was just, it was awesome. So the match cutting of, you know, the three me's, but then even just a lot of this footage from the years from my friends. It was just so good. It was so good. A little creative shot there. This is kind of an homage to the original. But like, oh my gosh, what a process. I mean, a full day process, but it was so cool. It was so cool. I mean, here's the timeline. There's a lot of different things going on here. A lot of different things. So came together. Thanks be to God. I think tomorrow I'll probably go a little bit more analyzing some of the things and some of the things that like I think I learned that I could do better, because there's definitely some of those too, but start to finish all in one day, it was it was a great process. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It was so cool. God be with us. Oh, and I was gonna say this, like, you know, I'll play the final product as kind of the outro, so you can see what comes together in a day. I wasn't meant to do life alone. God knew that, so in natural God fashion, doing what he loves to do best, he provided.
Al, did you get into Notre Dame?
These are the people that help show me God. The conversations I've had with them have been some of the most treasured minutes of my walk on earth. But if I were to hoard these treasures for myself, what does that make me? So I reached out, asking each person if we could talk about what interests them the most. And that brings us here.